They attacked us with war beasts, but we'd already tamed worse. Chapter 1. The Beast Unleashed. The Koryth Dominion always liked to make a show of force. Their fleets were vast, their armies disciplined, but their greatest terror was the war beasts. Genetically engineered monsters bred for destruction, towering masses of muscle and armor plating, teeth like blades and eyes burning with implanted rage. They were loosed upon cities, tearing through barricades, scattering defenders. And when the Dominion came for Earth, they brought their greatest beasts yet. On the shattered plains of New Manila, human soldiers watched as the sky split with dropships. The ground shook with the impact of the Dominion's living weapons. The beasts roared, a sound that cracked concrete and froze blood. The Dominion commander sneered. Now humans will know fear. Chapter 2. The Human Line. The human commander, Captain Ramirez, didn't flinch. He lowered his binoculars, glanced at his squad, and gave a faint smirk. War beasts, he said dryly. Cute. His soldiers chuckled. Sir, they think these things are gonna break us. They've never been to Earth, have they? Behind them, crates opened with metallic clanks. Not weapons, at least not in the traditional sense. The soldiers began unclipping leashes. Chapter 3. The Kennels of Earth. Earth was not a gentle cradle. Long before humanity reached the stars, it had forged its survival alongside creatures just as terrifying as any engineered monster. Wolves that could track prey across frozen wastes. Elephants strong enough to topple trees. Birds of prey with talons that shredded flesh. And when humans mastered space, they didn't forget their companions. Ramirez's squad had brought them, armored mastiffs with jaws like steel traps, cyber-augmented tigers bred in the jungles of Earth, falcons fitted with tactical visors. Earth's beasts, evolved through millennia of natural selection, enhanced by human ingenuity. The soldiers called them the Old Pack. Chapter 4. The Clash. The Dominion war beasts thundered forward, massive claws gouging the ground, tusks lowered like siege engines. Release the pack, Ramirez ordered. The mastiffs surged first, snarling like thunder, slamming into the enemy beast's legs with bone-crunching force. The tigers followed, leaping with impossible precision, claws tearing into exposed joints. Above, falcons shrieked, diving with blinding speed to blind and harry. The Dominion's monsters stumbled, roaring in confusion. They had been designed to dominate, but not against predators who understood how to fight. The battlefield became a storm of fang and claw, fur and blood. Chapter 5. The Human Edge. Dominion commanders shouted in fury. Impossible. Our beasts are unmatched. But they didn't understand. Their creations were made in labs, designed for war but never tested against Earth's millennia of evolution. Humans had lived with predators since the dawn of fire. They had studied them, hunted with them, fought beside them. The Dominion beasts were weapons. Earth's beasts were partners. And that made all the difference. Chapter 6. The Turning Point. One Dominion beast, larger than the rest, barreled toward the human lines. Its maw opened wide, rows of teeth ready to crush. A cyber-tiger leapt, claws flashing, but was swatted aside. Soldiers shouted, weapons hammering, but the monster kept coming. Ramirez gave a sharp whistle. From behind the lines, the ground seemed to shake. A shadow loomed. The humans had held one companion in reserve. A bull elephant, armored in steel plating, tusks reinforced with alloy spikes. Augmented with muscle enhancers, its eyes burning with loyalty and fury. It charged. The earth cracked as Titan met Titan. The Dominion beast roared, then screamed as the elephant's tusks drove deep, lifting and hurling it aside like a toy. The human soldiers cheered, their voices mingling with the war trumpet of their greatest beast. Chapter 7. The Panic. The Dominion war beasts faltered. Their handlers screamed commands, but fear spread through the creatures' artificial minds. They had never faced equals. Never tasted their own blood in combat. Now, harried on all sides, blinded by falcons, hamstrung by mastiffs, mauled by tigers, they broke. Some fled. Others fell. The humans advanced, weapons firing in deadly rhythm, their animal companions leading the charge. The Dominion commander watched in horror. His beasts, his ultimate weapon, were dying like cattle. Chapter 8. The Aftermath. Hours later, the battlefield lay still. Dominion forces retreated, abandoning their broken monsters. The ground was littered with corpses, both engineered and natural. The human pack licked wounds, blooded but unbroken. Soldiers knelt beside them, cleaning wounds, whispering praise. Ramirez stood at the center, hands clasped behind his back, watching the smoke rise. "Let them write it down," he muttered. "The day they thought war beasts would scare us." Chapter 9. The Council's Whisper. When word reached the Galactic Council, it spread like fire. The Dominion's beasts were broken. By humans. No, by Earth's beasts. Other species shuddered. They had seen humans as strange, dangerous, unpredictable. But now they understood something deeper. Humans were not alone. They had allies with claws, tusks, wings, and fury. Allies that made the Dominion's engineered monsters look like children's toys. And humans didn't just unleash them. They fought with them, side by side. Chapter 10. The Lesson. The Dominion never used war beasts against Earth again. For in the records of that bloody battle, one line was written again and again. They attacked us with war beasts. But we'd already tamed worse. Epilogue. The pack endures. Years later, at memorials for the fallen, statues stood not only of soldiers, but of animals. Mastiffs cast in bronze, tigers in mid-leap, falcons with wings outstretched, and a great armored elephant trumpeting into eternity. Because humanity never forgot who had stood with them. And the galaxy never forgot the day humans showed that the fiercest beasts in the stars had always walked beside them.